Hi everyone, it's Serotonin again. I'm doing another video today because I'm kind of cleaning out the closet, so to speak. And I wanted to just address some of the questions that I had brought up in previous videos that I've done and just sort of continue to ask the question, get a bit more specific about the question that I wanted to ask, which is pretty much the reason why I want to do these videos to begin with. I was watching a mud flood video today, and he was like questioning why are we doing what we're doing, and it got me thinking, why am I doing what I'm doing? And sure, it's fun to do videos of yourself and hear your own voice and blah blah blah, but I'm just really interested, and I like having conversations with people about stuff that I'm interested in. I'm a bit of an introvert, so I don't like small talk. So this is my preference, is to have deep conversations with people about things that I think are important. So if that is stroking my own ego, then there you go. Anyway, so I showed this article a couple of videos ago. I believe it was my Toronto mystery history number 2. And because I had been looking for this something written down, because I had remembered the story of someone saying that in the early years of America that there were huge, beautiful, glamorous, glorious, wonderful cities that were seen or talked about. There were legends of them, and I couldn't find anything to support that. And then I did another video and I found this to support that, and it's got me thinking about Quivira. So Quivira. Okay, so one of the things that may become a little bit more apparent as the videos go on is I'm trying to connect why they're trying to cover up our history compared with what's going on now. Okay, so I believe that the forced migration of people all over the world and the way that the governments that are now folding have been really pushing things and really stirring up a lot of trouble and war in other countries, and then being like, yeah, well, we have to let them in now that we've bombed their countries. Well, we should let them into ours because, of course, they're not going to turn on us or anything like that, and blah, blah, blah. And really, honestly, who's to say? I do feel like most people are probably pretty good-hearted people, but controllers like to control, and this is their system. They have a system, they have a loop, and we're finishing up the loop. And so I'm curious as to what is Quivira? What was Quivira, and why don't they want us to know about it now? And if they are constantly bombarding, this is the idea that I'm getting at, they're constantly bombarding us away from finding the truth. And so I feel like what they're doing is they like to really wreck the things that were really important, which is why certain places are sanctuary cities, why certain places have been built up and have been deemed sanctuary cities for an influx of people who are known, organized groups of people within the people who really do need the help. And of course, I'm sure the ratio is not that many to quite a few bad apples in the bunch. I really have no idea. I mean, I'm a born and raised Canadian, so immigration is just part of what is normal, and we have no problem with that. But there's a certain point where people don't really want to immigrate, and you're making them, and it's kind of getting messed up. So I'm also someone who's a critical thinker, and I'm really starting to see a pattern here. So when I see cities like Chicago and New York and my own city of Toronto being overtaxed with garbage and condos and people, and they're digging up, they are digging out our history and destroying it in the name of condominiums, as they are also intervening with our etheric energy by creating these condos. So it makes me wonder, why? What was important? So Quivira, we're back to Quivira. Sorry I went on a trip there in my brain. I got a bee in my bonnet, and the bee told me that maybe Quivira is San Francisco. Okay, I am not a map-y person. I'm not very good with maps. So for those of you who are American and are more familiar with your own hometown and place and whatever, I'm starting to think that Quivira up here, and I do believe, actually I gotta go up a little bit, here we go, Sierra Nevada is right there, Quivira and Kuchich or Kichuch. So I'm just very curious. So I think And you might kind of laugh because it might be really obvious to you guys, but I really don't know because I am not American. But I really, really do feel that San Francisco is Quivira. Or maybe it's Eureka. Eureka is the name, it's the emblem, it's the phrase for California, and Eureka quite literally means we found it. So when I realized that that's what Eureka means, that's what is written on the California, sort of, it's like their phrase, their phraseology. In Toronto, it's in Ontario, it's yours to discover. Okay. In California, it's Eureka, we found it, right? So is this Quivira up here, right? So this is Quivira here. Is this Quivira or is this Quivira? So now I don't know Eureka, but I will show you what I found of San Francisco. And oh, that's not it. Oh, I'm also obsessed with the pneumatic trains. Okay. So here's a temple. Well, they call it a temple in this picture, but this is a picture of a house from San Francisco, right? This is also in San Francisco. I'm not going to get into when it was built and whatnot, but I just kind of wanted to ask that question. So, anybody want to jump in and find out about what they think? I don't know. Just throw in your opinion. Make a video. Let's be nice to our egos. Let's give them a boost. Make your own video to respond, or don't, or just respond in the comment section. Anyway, this is the article, Legendary City of Quivira. There's my map that I found from the article. I just kind of Google mapped this because I don't even have Google Maps because I refuse to deal with anything to do with Chrome because Google are just I don't even want to get into my coincidence theory videos. But, yeah, anyway. So there you go. Boop. Quivira, Eureka, or San Francisco. Let me know what you think.